Welcome to Talk Time Anime. Today we are here reviewing, reacting, and discussing Chapter 2 of the Burn the Witch series. So let's just jump straight into it, where it begins with a new character called Macy, Bazz, where she was part of she's an ex-member of Nini's band. Cecil died twice. And obviously it starts off as like a news report, and they seem to take what she said, well, we think, out of context, isn't it? So
basically, it's the media. You're basically saying that Nini hates her. She she doesn't like her being in the band or anything like that. And then this is later revealed is none of that.
They're just manipulating it.
Yeah.
But she took it seriously though.
Yeah, she did. She took it to heart. And then obviously so did her friend Ellie. Didn't like it either. That busted the TV screen. But yeah.
And then it goes to Noel watering the plants and all that.
Which I am so shocked that I haven't seen more of online yet, because people were simping hard over Noel.
Bro, the dragon just gave her the paper, but it's really awkward.
Yeah.
Where is the dragon actually?
Where's the dragon plant? His head. It's like, here you go.
So yeah, we got the description of light dragons compared to black dragons from before, and it was like how the light dragons are they're completely friendly, and they're used for day-to-day things.
The one that looks like a bus.
Mm-hmm.
That would look mad.
Huh?
The public transport one.
Yeah. That was proper like Studio Ghibli-esque. That was like the cat bus thing. That was proper.
Yeah. It's a magic school bus.
Magic school bus.
What about butter case for clean water?
Yeah, that confused me. I was like, what is that? I was like, clean water.
It looks a bit like a stingray.
Yeah, it looks like.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It's really weird.
Flat otter thing.
Chariot.
Yeah.
The chariot one. If you didn't have it, if it didn't say radio wave booster, I would have thought it was a helicopter.
A helicopter of some kind. Yeah.
I now identify as a chopper.
Yeah. I now identify as a fucking Apache helicopter. No, what was it? Well, yes. But moving on. Noel's looking very nice in the panels. We got some funny looking dragons. I really like the designs and just the idea of this place already. Even though I don't know how it fits into the Bleachverse, but I like it so far.
And then we have the phone call.
And then we have the phone call where she already knows what it's going to be about.
The fact that she's not bargained to get the phone.
And then obviously, you already had Balgo simping over his dog as well. He loves that Osa Sushi. He's so cute.
Oh yeah, when he's like, "You're getting cute."
He's like, I'll never ever think of them two in the same relationship ever again. Now Jordan said he simps over him.
He did. He's so cute though. I need that plush from Japan. So I need to.
Moving on. So
so
you have to take the call from Nini.
Yeah, you have to take the call from Nini. She's what is it? Yeah, she's annoyed about the whole because the headline's all about Noel and stuff. So
let's just explain the newspaper. So the newspaper looks like an ordinary newspaper, but if you have magic, magic,
the reverse one.
Yeah, and then it says Reverse London.
The Reverse London Press. It looks really cool, to be fair. I love shit like that, man.
I'm sorry, but this is literally legit Harry Potter.
It is Harry Potter, isn't it?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm wondering if in the anime they'll even do the moving pictures on the newspaper in Harry Potter and stuff.
They have all the buildings moving out, reconstructing themselves,
Yeah. No, it's really cool.
But yeah, Nini's pissed off that she wasn't on the cover. It's just Noel.
Yeah.
She was like, I did more work.
Yeah. And then, but then they both get that call from Wingbind, about neither of them really want to do it because it's a Saturday and they want the day off.
But then he baits them, and then he's like, they'll give you 5 times more pay and 5 times more points.
And then both of them just turn around, and then the chapter starts. Cuts to the chapter start.
The bit that made me laugh is where he's like, I guess I've just got to ask somebody else.
Yeah. He's just tempting them. Yeah, of course. And then
one's Saturday, one's I'm having my shower.
But
yeah, then they're in uniform.
And they're ready and they're there. And they got the old man. I hope forgetting his name. I feel really bad about that. But the old man who came from Sabres, sorry. And he's obviously they're like, sorry for calling you on a Saturday and all this shit, and he looks a bit too happy, and then she
he's getting more pay out of it. That's all he's doing it for.
Yeah.
He schemed it.
And then because like you say, they're pissed off because they're like, wait, how much are you actually getting paid for this?
Let's not talk about that. That's not so good.
And then Noel's like, please take this professionally, Ninny. Now, of course he gets paid more. And then obviously we find out about the mission, and it's an illegally reared dragon. Yeah.
Because as the law states, you're not allowed to. Humans are not interacting.
With any dragons. So having them out in the wild, especially, and like just doing whatever, then
only trained professionals.
Yeah. And then he almost forgets to mention that they have to take Balgo with him.
This was like one of the best bits though. With Balgo.
And he's
when he's like, because obviously he's grabbing onto Noel.
No, of course. They have given him like he's like Dream World, like he's constantly around.
But he's the perv character, like straight out.
He accepts it as well half the time, like.
No, and then the best part was when he was grabbing onto it, and then he's like,
what was it? The quote: "I feel the warm aura above my arm from the possibility that I'll graze your boob."
and then she's like, "You should be more concerned about it."
Yeah. She said, as you're saying that, have you considered that a drop from this height would be fatal?
The thing is, when Noel does it, she does it so casually, like
because it's never like whenever like Balgo's talking, all the panels are all thing like as if he's like being really passionate about it, and then hers is always like you say, really monotone.
It's very monotone.
And then
he's like, why the hell do we have to bring him on? He's not no help. And he's like, they gave him the little outfit.
Well, Ninny calls it the knockoff version.
She's he's happy because he gets to look like Noel.
No, the levels this boy goes to be a simp is unbelievable.
I don't know, but okay, so the whole point is as well, like, that dragons are attracted to him. So basically, dangerous creatures.
Bait.
Yeah, he is bait. Yeah. He's basically fish bait.
And it was funny when like Ninny is like, oh. Can you sense them? And he's like, why are you talking such nonsense? I'm literally just here to, I have no powers.
I'm surprised she just
I can't sense them, they're just attracted to
me. And then she's like, why are you even here then?
But then, later Ninny noticed something wrong with the building.
There's like an explosion. And she knows what the building is. She's like, it's about the media building. So she's like, I don't want to go over there, but the other two are like, we should go.
So she went ahead, and surprise, surprise, there's a certain person there waiting.
Yep, Macy's back there again. She gets pulled over by two fanboys though. Got to remember the fanboys.
She was asking what's going on.
And then they were like, I saw a man going in right before the explosion. And I was like, okay. And then straight away, like she notices that Macy in the window, and she's off before she can even say anything. Before Noel can even say anything. And
then Noel's like, "Oh, Barbara, you stay here."
And then what is it? Yeah, and then we find out a bit more about this Macy character, who we still don't know if like Ninny really dislikes her, like hates her, but she's
at this point, I think she just doesn't want to be around
her, and it's not really surprising.
It's more like.
Macy's obsessed with her, isn't she?
Yeah, she's like in love with her. It sounds like.
Think of Balgo for Noel.
But this is
that's a bit more extreme in the sense that she has fantasies for her. In the sense that also like you can't. No one's allowed to talk to her, especially other females.
I find that funny.
She'd be about to switch on people.
I would like know like if a guy talked to her, if she would still react in the same way, or if it is just women.
But I feel like no one's allowed to take Ninny away from her.
Yeah.
But okay, so this is when the surprise comes out.
And then she's obviously like, talking to her and like having all this conversation, and then she's like, "Oh, it wasn't me that done it. It was this little one, and it was that Ellie from earlier, and it's like this dragon.
You know when you whip out your dragon.
When you whip out your dragon like that, and oh my god, what a creepy looking design. I think it looks really cool, but man, like,
do you know what its face looks like? A bit like the Promised Neverland.
Oh, what the creatures and stuff like the
it reminds me a little bit of that. It's
a little bit. Yeah. It's just like the weird. It's just the way it's like. I'm still trying to work out like how it works. Like, it's like
Its legs are weird.
But then its legs are all like kind of like Daddy Long Legs type deal.
Dragons. It's not traditional dragon design.
No.
You're gonna make it as weird. It might be close to looking like a wyvern, if anything.
Yeah. And I feel like also this is like, because like I don't know, Hollow's had like the mask and everything. They all seem to have like masks and things, but he just seems to just gone off Kubo. Like he's like, whatever weird creatures I want to create. Yep, that's a dragon.
It's not the same theme, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
but no, I really like the look of it anyway. That was just the look of it I was talking about.
But this is where Nini's pleading to her, saying that, like, you know, give me the dragon. You
yeah.
know?
If no one else finds out,
you're arrested as a felony.
So that makes me feel like she doesn't like hate her. She just doesn't. No, she wants to like help her, but at the same time, she got a few screws loose.
Yeah, it's like you know what? I don't hate you, but just stay away from me. You know.
Yeah.
But so she refuses.
Yep. And then I found it strange that like what I found strange was obviously she loves her and stuff, or it seems like she like likes her and everything. But then she actually sends the dragon, it looks like, to attack her. Like I don't know if she actually did see Noel behind her as she was going.
I think she saw Noel coming in. That's what it was. But obviously they didn't show the panel
but then she seems so shocked when obviously Finn gets shot away that I don't know. Yeah. But she could just be shocked because she didn't realise that little stick she has in her hand is gonna blow the dragon away.
The little pipe.
Yeah. So
that's not the mad bit. The moment she started talking to Nini, and then all of a sudden she picks up like a drawer. It just
oh my god, those panels for that where it's actually had me crying because it's just like the way
she picks it up and just chucks it, and then the way Noel just dodges it like nothing.
She's just like that, like she's so shocked.
I just realised something. We didn't say about something that we've learned that's pretty interesting. Because we were saying we weren't sure how London and Reverse London works.
Yeah.
But there's a bit where she says, like, I want to destroy the building, and then she's like, do you know that it will destroy it also in the real London?
Oh, so it's like connected. Yeah, that just deepens.
That happens.
But it's still weird.
That just deepens my confusion about this whole situation.
It's like there are it's basically two worlds in the same place at the same time.
Yeah.
It's just what world you go into, essentially.
I get the thing. I'm just a bit confused about the whole, like, how it's still, again, in the same Bleach verse.
They do need to explain it a bit better, though.
Yeah.
Like,
hopefully they expand on how it is in the same verse as Bleach. But, or, like, we get something from, like, an interview with Kubo or something. Because if they are, like, separate like verses and fair play, but at the moment, like we got from the one shot, we got the idea that it was the same verse. So
it looks like all in one place. It's just there's two versions of the same place.
Of the same place,
that's how. But there's like that whole thing with dragons. So then the dragons will be in this reality, but then what about the real world?
Real world, yeah. And that explosion that happened in Reverse London, does that happen to the real one then? So they just got a random explosion coming out of nowhere.
Exactly. So what was it? Noel dodges the drawers.
Oh yeah. The wardrobe.
Yeah, the wardrobe, whatever it was. And then she asked Nini what's going on.
She's like, and then she's like, I'm going to come to the roof to see if you draw her attention. So she's trying to get the dragon out in the open and take her out, kind of thing. Because she explained to Noel how she has feelings for her and stuff.
Yeah, very evident.
And that they can't deal with her when she's like acting like this, basically. So clearly they have like some kind of close relationship. Might be part of the reason.
One way is looking at it.
I mean,
probably from Nini's side, but like,
I mean, how she left that band might actually end up being important as to like why she's so like thing about it now, or like if she was forced to, or if it was like another reason. But out
from the media, it's like the public image. Her public image is kind of destroyed, isn't it?
Destroyed, yeah.
That's what. I mean, that's the whole reason why she went there, because she's like she's trying to destroy that building.
Yeah. And
then we get to the big bit.
Bit, which I kind of lost my.
There was a little dragon tail on the roof of the building, which Nini noticed, and she went ahead. She went ahead, and then you could explain the bit.
Right. So what I'm summarizing is that tail was actually like Nini's dragon. Like she was going up it. Right, kind of thing. Because she said she's going to distract Ellie, like the dragon. So she's gone up. The tail's there, and then the next panel is just Nini and the dragon getting blasted off. by a massive explosion. I don't know what kind of explosion it is. If it's like fire, if it's just like an explosion or what.
I can't tell because there's no colours.
There's no colours, yeah. So
well, there is
blue flames.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
Yeah,
that'd be dope. That'd be dope.
But then the guy was one of the captains. Or
one of the captains. Oh god, it's got in my head. I actually had it.
I can't remember his name.
Yeah, one
Bruno?
of the circle. Oh no, I know his name. Sorry, yeah, Bruno.
I'm talking about the other one.
Yeah, but the actual organisation themselves, like the 7 people or 6
like the heads.
Yeah,
like,
and he's one of them. But so when they said they were going after Balgo, I thought it'd be a situation of like where they'd want to get Balgo, but not the other 2 since they work for them.
They're still part of the organisation.
But he just straight up blasted her off the fucking building.
But I kind of found it ironic though because they've been tasked to protect him from the organisation.
Yeah.
But it's only just their departments that's got that.
Is all the departments separate? It's not like kind of like you're expecting like Soul Society type structure.
Like, because remember they did also mention like jurisdictions and all that stuff. So I don't know whether
that's true.
Your territory, you don't get involved with us.
Maybe that's why he shot her back down because maybe this isn't their jurisdiction. They're not allowed to actually be them.
Yeah,
no,
maybe, but then I don't think they would have sent him there in the first place. But I don't know, like maybe it could be something like that. But yeah, I mean, one thing I want to say is like that was like that character's design, man. I love it so much. It's a proper like I think we saw it on Twitter and everything. But the first thing obviously everyone thought of was Bazz. But then when someone said about Grimmjow, I was like, yes, that's why I got chills when I saw that panel was because it's literally Grimmjow vibes. It looks so good.
Yeah.
Like,
it was a really nice panel.
And he's design.
It's the smirk.
Such a good
smirk. He's got Grimmjow's smirk.
Such a good Kubo design as usual. He gets A1. But yeah, I mean everything we've just spoke about, like how much stuff we're still confused about the world, like how everything. It does make me feel like this can't all be explained in like 4 chapters, surely. Especially not at the pace that it's been going at now.
It's be like a mini arc, essentially. And then they'll be like, "Hey, we're gonna actually make this a proper series. Maybe just like
I really hope so.
Period, just to see how popular it is, kind of thing."
Because like they announced how like the first chapter's gonna be 50 pages, this one's gonna be 35, 36.
Yeah, 35.
Yeah. Well, they haven't announced anything for the rest of them, so I don't know if it's gonna be consistently 35 pages or if it's gonna be shorter from now on. So if that's the case, then even with 35 pages each, I can't see them getting much further past this mission. Like, let alone...
I feel like it's going to do the typical thing where, like, even stuff like, Black Clover did. Not with the manga, but, like, in terms of the anime, because they had the OVA first, didn't they?
Yes.
And then they serialized it, like, after a year or 2 later.
Yeah.
So I feel like they might go down that route.
I just find it crazy
which would make sense, because they won't... It's not like they'd carry it on next year, because they've got Bleach coming back.
Yeah, I find it just weird because of the fact of like we've already had the one shot. It's already been like popularized. So usually if you wait 2 years because it's 2018 the one shot. If it was 2 years, usually like, the full series would just come out. You know, it'd be fully serialized.
I think the other thing I could say that is that because since the 1,000 Year Blood War they don't need to draw in the manga anymore.
Oh no, it's purely a thing.
So they could technically start serializing in Shonen anyway.
Don't give me that hope, please. I mean, are you telling me I might live in a world next year where I'm going to have the anime of 1,000 Year Blood War and manga Burn the Witch Weekly? Yeah. Oh my god.
I mean. Either way, even if they wait 2 years for like animation wise, but they can still start the manga, so then it'll give time to build its plot and all that.
That would be sick. I basically think whether they continue with like I really hope I think like the 4 chapters thing will end there. But then I feel like there's gonna be more, or there's got to be more explanation in some way or form. Like
you can't end the series just
in this, 2 more chapters. Like you can't.
Balgo's still with them, or like if he gets kidnapped, there's no way they're gonna save him. Like one, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I
can see like I said, like I can see at most like this fight with this guy and maybe another one like being resolved.
They could leave on like cliffhanger.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I do.
If they do a cliffhanger, they'll be like, you know what, this series is going to carry on.
Yeah,
because I think it's going to carry on. I think it's too popular.
There is one thing that I think maybe I could see happening in the future. The next 2 chapters is that I don't know whether Noah and Nini are strong enough to fight this guy.
I don't think they are. I don't think they are.
So I think that the captain or head of a department that wasn't there.
Yeah.
I think we might see him or her in the next 2 chapters, and they might be helping. They might help Nini or They might help them.
Maybe, yeah. I just don't. It's weird that they're all like fighting between each other though. Like that's what I find strange.
That's what I'm saying. Like
so much needs to be explained. Like
they're all technically in the same organization.
Yeah.
They each have a different role, and we know, like in terms of like if you're like the fighting division, that's the Saber division.
Yeah.
And they're just there to gather all the dragons. Just send them off to HQ.
What it could remind me a bit of is, I haven't watched all of it. But Eamon, you have. Fire Force.
Yeah.
There's different departments, but they don't all necessarily get along. They all have their own.
That is honestly, I had the same thought with that. Yeah. So
you have like a scientific department that doesn't get along with the other.
No.
It could be going that sort of like route of.
I'll just give you a heads up. Like so, one of the departments, one of the captains, he's already corrupt. He's already evil.
Yeah.
Straight up evil. But he's still in the organization. But each department has their own thing, and they're not afraid to kill each other if they have to, kind of thing.
Yeah. So I don't know whether that is something that it might be similar to.
But it's kind of the only thing I would say though is because they had the meeting together.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like they've had meetings before in Fire Force, but like there were a few captains that were missing as well. Kind of like going by that theme.
At the minute, the only one that we know that might be against them is the one that wasn't there, and that's why they didn't turn up.
No.
Yeah, it could be the wingman's. Like it could be theirs. It could be their captain. I don't know.
It could be. I find it really because like obviously, the meeting kind of reminds you of like it looks like all the departments are together with that. But yeah. Like I said, like I think it's too much. Like I think 2 chapters is just about enough to get past this little bit they're in now.
Yeah.
And to expand on the world and everything afterwards and link it somehow to the Bleachverse is
and have an actual ending.
Yeah.
Have an actual ending.
Like I expected I expected this chapter to be like much faster paced. Not that I didn't enjoy it. I loved it because like I like the pacing like this.
But in the sense that it felt like a normal, like a normal show.
Yeah,
like
it felt like I was reading like My Hero or something. Like
I think this little bit's happening. Okay, cool. Next week we'll carry on from.
Yeah.
But this, just saying, there's only 4 chapters.
Yeah, it's when you sit back afterwards and you're like, oh, there's only 2 chapters left. Like, oh,
so you told me next chapter they beaten the guy or something. It's like, okay, skip the whole fight. I don't know, like it's just.
Oh, if they off-screen the fight, imagine. Oh my god, Kubo Ultimate Troll.
I'll be surprised if they decide to off-screen stuff.
I'll be so hurt.
I'll be so sad.
But do you know what this... Oh yes.
I'm
just gonna give it a 10 because it's Kubo. I'm sorry.
A simp out of 10.
Simp out of 10. No, I'll give it like I guess if I was being. To me, it was my favourite chapter of the week, but
I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
10, yeah, 9 out of 10.
I want more explanation around the whole society and all that. That's the only thing I need more.
Yeah.
But again, they can only fit so much. That's the only thing.
That's the only thing. But it's like obviously they have an idea for what they want to do with it, and if they do want to fit it into the Bleachverse, so hopefully it comes all into fruition, and we won't just get these 4 chapters and then be left there. But yeah, well. After that, so we're going to give it like an all-round 9 out of 10 then? 9 out of 10 chapter?
Yeah.
That was a fun chapter. That was a good chapter.
I think 9 out of 10.
Well, if you got this far, then thank you for watching. Let us know what you thought of the chapter down in the description below. We'd like to see what your thoughts are, like how they're going to end this in 2 chapters, or if they are going to do another series. It gets me actually really excited for like the OVAs and stuff. If all this stuff's going to be included, that's going to be like really cool to like...
I reckon the first... So yeah, like because they could technically fit that in the whole episode.
Yeah.
Well, it would have to be like 1.5 chapters per episode, essentially.
Per episode, yeah. That's how I think they're gonna do it.
3 episodes, yeah.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah, if you enjoy that, comment, rate, and subscribe. Check out socials in the description. Also, check out our other anime reaction reviews, and also our Fillersophical podcast, which came out yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Other than that, if you thank you for watching, and we hope to see you next time. Peace.
Yeah. See ya.
Bye.